Okay, well, it's not always easy. It's a difficult task because a lot of churches aren't set up for helping people with children with various disabilities. But there's a couple of things that we can do. One is we can make sure that people are educated. So make sure that people know what the scenario is, basically how that plays out in mannerisms, etc., so that people are aware of what's going on. Also, the best teacher of the situation is the parent themselves. And so listen to the parent, listen to what she or he has to say in regards to handling the situation, the best behavioural models to help bring a situation down and to even it out. Those sorts of things are important. And then what you do is you provide all you can. Obviously with programs, with resources, they might need adjusting. So you might need to do some one-on-one. You might need to have one person volunteering or employed just for a one-on-one situation to help that person in need, which is always an additional difficulty for some churches. We've been fortunate enough that we've got lots of people in our church that can put their hand up to help out at a one-on-one level with that, which is fantastic. The other thing too, I think is important, is that sometimes parents that have a child with disability can come across as, and this is no insult to Lisa at all, can come across as really pushy. And the reason they're like that, and people need to understand that, because the reason they're like that is that they've had to push for everything. And so every situation out there in the welfare world, that they've had to push, they've had to fight hard for whatever benefits they get. And so in the church, sometimes people, oh, they're being pushy. They're not being pushy at all. It's just the framework in which their world revolves. And so they have to push hard in order to get the assistance and the welfare that's required. So understanding that is really important.
What have been some of your personal observations of Lisa and how she's navigated this journey and how perhaps that's changed her?
Yeah, I think Lisa and Ian have done a wonderful job with Justin. As a church, we've been with them, I guess, for the last decade. They've been at our church, and just to see how Lisa has progressed through this and taken Justin on a journey towards independence has been a good thing to see. It's been a learning curve. There's been moments of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There's been moments of 1 step forward, 2 steps back, on the journey. But I think she and Ian have done a remarkable job. Lisa has the benefit of not just being a great mum, but she's also got the benefit of being a qualified teacher. And so her teaching ability and being able to problem solve along the way is full credit to her. She's done a remarkable job.
Now, you mentioned you've read the book. What are your impressions of the book and who it might help?
Yeah, there's a couple of things to note about the book. The first thing is this, that the book is not negative. Sometimes people that are dealing with this kind of situation with children with disabilities, sometimes it can be full of, woe is me. Full of, we're really struggling. We haven't found support here. We're trying to do this, but it's really hard. Of course, that's the reality of certain situations, but Lisa's approached it with a very positive outlook. She said, this is my lot, this is our lot in life, and this is what we're doing. And so it comes from a very positive approach. But the other thing I really like about the book is that Lisa actually gives practical help. So she encourages people on the journey with her own experience. She encourages people and lifts them up and provides empathy. Hey, I know what you're going through. But she doesn't just leave it at that. She actually provides some systematic process, some ways of being able to go through and help in the situation. So there's a lot of practical things there too. So I would say this book is beneficial to anyone who who has a child with a disability, or anyone who's teaching a child with disability, or helping support any support network. I think this book is a benefit, and also just for those who want to know more, about what is life like in those situations. So yeah, no, it's a great book.
Now, I know you personally have had a bit to do with Justin. What have been some of your observations of his growth and development?
Oh, look, I think Justin is a great lad. To tell you the honest truth, he did some courses with us at our church. He did some study courses, leading edge program, we call it. And it took a while for us to get used to Justin's tics and groans, and you're sharing something and all of a sudden he's jumping up, and so it took us a while to get used to that. But now it's like we don't even notice, or we're so cued to it that it's not an issue. And the other thing too is that as we've gotten to know Justin, we've gotten to know a guy who is actually very intelligent, and his ability to recall information and his Bible knowledge is just astounding. There's been times in class where we've thrown out some questions, and Justin's just come out with, in such and such a scripture it says this, and we think, wow. So we've gotten to appreciate his character. When you look beyond the actions on the outside, you get to see that this guy is an incredible kid, and he's got in his heart a desire to serve God. He would love to do that. He would love to be a pastor to kids suffering with autism and disabilities. And I think let's not put any limitations on him. The world puts enough limitations on him already. So let's say, okay, well, we don't know how that'll happen, but let's do what we can do to help support this dream that he has in his heart. So that's how we've approached Justin.
Awesome. Well, John, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your insights, and have a great day. God bless you.
You too, mate. Bless you.